Please tell me I'm not the only one who has had reinkers living in a bin, a drawer, or some random container with absolutely no real organization system. Because that has been me for a really long time. Let's get into it. I had my reinkers standing upright in bins, which sounds organized in theory, right? They're contained, they're not rolling around everywhere. But the problem was I couldn't actually see the colors from the top. So every single time I needed a specific color, it turned into this whole guessing game. I'd be looking for something like broken china, and suddenly I'm digging through bottles like I'm on an archaeological dig. You buy one here, you buy one there, and then before you know it, you have 40, 50, maybe even 60 tiny little bottles and absolutely no system for finding them. So in this video, I'm going to show you 3 possible solutions for all that reinker madness, including the one that ended up working best for my space. Because the other day, while I was teaching a live session at the Paper Crafters Get Organized Summit, someone in the chat asked me a question and I honestly wasn't fully prepared for. They asked me if I had a good solution for organizing reinkers. And I kind of paused because in that moment, I didn't really have a great answer. I had a system, but it wasn't one I loved. It wasn't something I'd thought through enough to actually stand behind. And what really got me was multiple people in the chat had the same issue. Most of us have reinkers, but we're probably all doing the same thing, avoiding them because finding the right one just took too long. And that's such a waste of supplies that we've already paid for. So I started asking myself, what would actually make these easier to use? Not just prettier, not just organized for the sake of organizing, but easier to see, easier to grab, and just as important, maybe even more important to be honest, easier to put back. Spice rack drawer inserts. You know, those little tiered inserts that are usually meant for organizing spices in a kitchen drawer. What if those fit in my IKEA Alex drawer? So I did a little measuring, believe it or not, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna actually try these. So I ordered them. Now I want to show you the before first because I think it's important you see what I was actually working with. The reinkers were contained in this bin, but in reality, completely invisible. No real system at all. Now look at this. With the spice rack inserts sitting inside the Alex drawer, the reinkers angle slightly so I can actually see the labels and the colors at a glance. They're still sort of upright, still contained, but now they're visible. And that is the difference. This drawer setup instantly made my reinkers feel so much more usable. Now, one thing worth knowing if you're using an IKEA Alex unit, the drawers don't pull out all the way, so you can't see every single inch from the very front. But if you have a large collection, that's worth thinking about before you start. But here's where I took it one step further, and this is the part that makes it feel like an actual system and not just a storage solution. I added color labels to each spot in the drawer insert. And this is huge for me because when I'm in the middle of creating or doing my craft room reset, and I've pulled out 3, 4, 15 reinkers, I don't want to have to think about where they go when I'm done. The labels give each color a home. So when I'm finished, I just put each bottle back where the name is. Done. Before I show you the other options, I want to hear from you. How are you currently storing your reinkers? Are they in a bin? Are they in a drawer? On a shelf? Or honestly, are they just floating around somewhere in your craft room? Drop it in the comments. Now, not everyone has an IKEA Alex unit and not everyone has space for one. So I have a couple other options that I think work really well too. Option 2 is a tiered spinning organizer. I actually already use one of those for my alcohol inks and it works beautifully for reinkers too. The bottles are similar in size, so the tiers hold them really nicely. These come in a few different sizes, some taller, some shorter, some a little slimmer, so you can pick based on how much space you have and how many bottles you need to store. What I love about the spinner is that it can live right on your desk or shelf, so everything is accessible while you're actually working. You spin it, grab what you need, and put it right back. It's fast, it's visual, and it keeps things right at your fingertips. And just like with the drawer, use your label system here too. I downloaded the swatch sheets from Reinkers for my alcohol inks. I printed them and cut them with my Lian PixCut S1. It works amazing. And if you're someone who loves having your supplies out where you can see them, like full on display, I have one more option for you. Option 3 is thin lead shelves on the wall. Now, I already do this with my distress sprays, and I genuinely love being able to see all the colors lined up perfectly. For reinkers, you're going to want something really shallow, just enough depth for one bottle to stand upright, so they can line up nicely without sticking too far out from the wall. You can organize them by color family, by ink type, or whatever makes the most sense for the way you create. The main thing is making sure the lip on the shelf is tall enough that nothing slides out or rolls off, but not so tall that it hides the labels. This option is perfect if you love having a visible display style craft room. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to share because I think it's such a smart little system. I also used the same drawer idea for my archival inks and reinkers. And instead of storing the ink pad in one place and the matching reinker somewhere else, they fit perfectly together. The reinker lives right underneath the ink pad, so when I need to refresh it, I don't have to go hunting, it's already right there. It's such a simple thing, but once you do it, it just makes so much sense. I'm not dreading doing my craft room reset and re-inking all of my inks anymore. All right, let me put this all together because I want to make sure you leave here with a clear idea of which option might work best in your space. If you have an IKEA Alex drawer unit or a similar shallow drawer unit, the spice rack inserts are my personal favorite. And be sure to measure before you buy. That definitely matters. The reinkers are visible, easy to grab, and with the labels, incredibly easy to put back. If you want something that can live on your desk and is right there while you are creating, a tiered spinner is a wonderful option. I actually just bring mine to my crafty space when I need it. And if you love having your supplies out on display where you can see everything, thin wall shelves could be perfect for you too. The goal isn't to create the most Pinterest perfect craft room. The goal is to create a system that actually helps you use what you have. So I'd love to know, which one of these would work best in your space? The drawer, the spinner, or the wall shelves? Let me know down in the comments. I'll have all the links to everything I used down in the description, along with similar options I can find for each method. And if this video helped you, send it to your crafty friend who has reinkers rolling around at the bottom of a bin somewhere. And if you found me through the Paper Crafters Get Organized Summit or attended it, let me know in the comments what your favorite thing was that you learned. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And as always, don't forget to stay creative, my friends.